My reason for doing care is I liking to help vulnerable people and disabilities, people who can't help themselves, because I realize the needs that they have so much. For me, I enjoy care, and one of the reasons why I enjoy care is because it helps me to appreciate life more, seeing people who can't do things for themselves and you're there to help them. And sometimes the reward when somebody tell you thank you, it really makes it feel like you're doing something or you feel appreciative. And sometimes in care as well, you're a next family to a person who don't have family coming in, because they see their care as more than how they see family. So care is really amazing.
Decided to work hard and make change in the care system. I have been organizing care workers. I've done quite a lot of one-to-ones, finding out really how people feel about the zero-hour contract and why they actually still go out there and do the job. And most of the things that I've gathered from the one-to-ones has been parents have got into the zero-hour contract due to struggles with childcare, and the complaint they have is that they really like the job, but the pay does not reflect on what they do.
As care workers, we provide independence and dignity to our clients. Sometimes I felt that our dignity is taken away from us as care workers. I think we should be paid dignified wages, and we should be more valued as care workers. Thanks to London Citizen for trying to highlight this and bringing it out to the government, the councils, and the other peoples who need to be aware of how care workers being. We are always being a victim. Instead of being a carer, we becomes a victim to the whole system. Because when you look at television, you see that care worker is this and care worker is that, but you never hear about care worker being underpaid, overworked, full stress load, and the responsibilities that we have as a carers. What they put on national television is completely different from what we actually have to be doing. And each time I look at the television and see how they treat us and talks about us as carers as if we are more a victim than we're trying to do our job. They're not paying us any money, the amount of money that they should be paying to help us to be a better carer. Sometimes even the training span as well. Instead of this giving us some couple days trainings, there are times that we need refreshers because the laws change, and it's not all the time we as care workers on top with the changes as well. Working on a 0 hours contract 7 days a week, and at the end of the day we're getting like £6.50 to £7 an hour. Sometimes when you get paid on a weekend after working those long hours and those long shifts, we end up with probably less than £200 a month, less than £200 a week, or less than £1,000 for the month, which is I find it quite unfair because I've put in so much of my time into it. Why should we be getting living wage? Well, things like my children's school lunch, I would be able to afford it without feeling the pinch. Paying my bills, I wouldn't be in so much debts that I have to. My expense when it comes on to my travel card, when I have to buy my travel card because of this job, sometimes I can't only use a bus pass, so I have to go the more expensive way, which is using a train pass, and it costs me more sometimes than what I'm actually earning in a week when I work out my monthly bus pass, my monthly travel card as well. Sometimes if I think I'm running late and I'm rushing, I have to end up taking a taxi in between school for my children and get into a client on time as well. So all our resources used up in every corner I can. For me, 0 hours contract, I think as a carer they should really look at us more and try to pay us more for our hard work, not only just going into work for those half an hour, but the time that we spend to travel, the time that we put into travel. We are committed, so I think they should be committed to pay us even more.